This is Cindy Paula's and Talk Story, the longest running talk show in Maui, 30 years now. And for a lot of those years, I've been going to the Y and loving it, absolutely loving it. Yes, I do go do yoga there and use the machine sometimes too. And I'm very happy to have Jody, the fitness coordinator at the Y, and Seth, the community health director there. And it's that time of year, isn't it? Wow, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
We're seeing each other out of context
right,
today.
I know, normally in yoga clothes.
I know, and I'm in different situations here. And Brian's busy, but he's been working
But
really
we miss
hard
you,
on
Brian.
this. Yes. But there's going to be the YMCA Healthy Kids Day coming up Saturday, April 27th.
Yes.
And that's the week after Easter.
Yes.
Yep. And it's a wonderful day for the whole family because one thing about the Y is everyone's so friendly down there.
Everyone knows you.
Everyone,
it's a second family.
Yeah, they know your name, they
Yes.
know you. And there's stories, though, a lot behind the whole thing that we may not ever see. But a lot of what the Y does is for kids and the family.
It's what it is for. That's why the Y is there. We are family-oriented 100%. Yes.
And there's a lot of, I just found out about a special program you have, after-school program you do at the schools called the
A Plus program.
A-plus
It's
program.
at
I
certain
didn't even know
sites
about that.
at the schools on the island. Yeah, it's after-school program. It's part of the, helping the keiki and take care of them while the parents finish up their day. Yeah.
How wonderful is that? And then Brian goes out and does that one, huh?
He does. He oversees that program.
How
He's really
fun.
good at it.
So what do
yes.
they do at the schools? What do they do for after schools?
Oh goodness! Well, they're with friends, which is wonderful, and then they'll aid in having the kids finish up homework if they have homework, and then they have
Really?
activities. Oh yeah, they're outside, they're active, they're not just sitting around. So it's just keeping them involved and playing and having a good time.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. And Seth, of course, works in lots of capacities, but also with the pool. The pool is wonderful there at the Y.
Yes.
I mean, what an amazing facility.
It's a little secret treasure we have.
It
yeah,
is a treasure. Absolutely it is. And, of course, at the kids' camps, the kids love the pool.
Yeah, definitely. The aquatics is definitely all about our youth and kids as well. We have the summer day camps. We have swim specialty camp. And then, of course, we always have Saturday swim lessons. That's all for the kids. We close the pool 9 a.m. to 1 just to teach kids how to swim.
Which is so important.
especially
It
on
is
an
really-
island.
No, it's really, and it's amazing me how, doesn't it surprise you also that a lot of the kids don't know how to swim? Some of the kids have gotten to certain age.
It definitely does, and
Yeah.
that's why the majority of our program is based on safety around water, kind of first and foremost, just to make sure that we teach kids the essentials.
Oh, yeah.
Respect
'cause
the water.
They're
Yeah.
going to go out there and play in the ocean, and they probably don't want to tell their friends sometimes they don't know how to swim, so they may try to go in the water when they shouldn't be going in if they don't know how to swim, right? So that's a really, really key. But you teach adults how to swim as well.
We do, yeah. We do teach adults how to swim. We have a variety of instructors that are really great at that as well. So
I feel like we can't talk about swimming without mentioning Janet. We were talking about
Yeah.
her earlier in
agree.
such a good way. I mean, she
What
is
an amazing woman she is.
She is. We love you, Janet. She is the kids' favorite, and she's super good with adults. She's like really magical in the water there.
She takes care of every single child when the camps happen. I watch her gather them all. She's like the Hans Christian Andersen of the pool there. She just gathers them all together and like a flock and gives each one's personal attention and gets them all loving it. And
They love her.
Yeah.
I think she has a nickname for each of her kids too.
She
so
does.
it kind of shows care there and remembrance.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Absolutely. It's just always cute because I see them in the locker room and they're all, trying to get it going. And I remember when I was at camp and I had the pool, and it's a whole big deal, and it's so important. Your impression of how you learn to swim as a child, where it's not a bad experience but a fun experience because you carry that with you the rest of your life,
Especially on an island. I mean, being around the water needs to be second nature, and you need to be very comfortable and respect it at the same time, but be able to be there with your friends and enjoy. And so I think that we set up that environment really well for the kids.
It's a great resource. Well, let's talk a little bit about Healthy Kids Day. Now, this has been going on, I can't remember how many years. I can think of at least 4 or 5 years. That
Oh,
it's been
yeah. I mean,
happening.
I think it's longer than I've been there. Let's put
Really?
it that way. So it's been going on for quite a while. It's an actual national thing. Every YMCA celebrates the Healthy Kids Day, hopefully on the same day. This year it's the 27th of April on Saturday. And we like to have our 5K and we're doing a 5K run for everyone, fast runners, slow runners. We like everyone to come out for that. And then we have a 1 mile fun run for the family, where strollers are welcome. People can come. You can walk, jog, whatever you need to do as a family, which is really fun. And then now this year, we're actually adding a keiki dash. So a couple 100 yards, big sprint. They'll be able to see the finish line from the start line, and it's like an all-out race.
So that's all ages?
The keiki dash is the keiki dash is young kids.
Oh, it's for the young
little kids. Yeah, I mean, if the parents need to run alongside the course,
you
with
need
their
to have
one,
some of those unused Easter egg candy things at the end to get them to really dash. That'll get them running.
Yeah, well,
That's a good idea.
sometimes that's a really good idea. I don't know if the parents would want us to give them sugar.
At least 50% on sale by the no. You know what?
It's true.
I did notice when Whole Foods got involved, they started bringing in healthy treats down there. And I was really happy to see more apples and more healthy things available.
We will provide healthy, so we'll have oranges and pretzels and things like that to fuel them for their run, and then we'll leave any other treats to the parents for after. We don't want to be responsible.
No, you're right. You're right.
We're going to promote the healthiness of the day.
I like that. No, that's important. Well, the 5K run, it's a few times around Keopuolani Park, and it starts at 8 a.m.
It starts at 8 a.m., and we have a new course this year. We used to just do 3 loops. This year, I've extended the course a little bit longer, so we go out more towards the end of the park, the Boys and Girls Club out there, and then we'll do a loop. So we only do 2 fast loops, and it's really fun, and we just ran it the other day, and the grass, I mean, everything's grown and lush in the park, so it's just really beautiful out there right now. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be fun.
But you got to watch out for the falling breadfruit.
I'll try and make sure those are cleared. But yeah, that would be kind of an anomaly to have that happen. Yeah.
Well, that breadfruit splats. I go around Keopuolani Park and it splats right there on the ground. And I think someone put up a sign.
Watch for falling breadfruit. Okay, well, we'll make sure to have some people standing right there to make sure that the runners are safe as they go through that area. Yeah, and then the family run, the 1 mile, is 1 loop right in the center of the park.
And that's at 9 a.m.
That leaves at 9. Yep, and again, that's for fun. And what we're hoping this year is that possibly parents who have a desire to run fast and then with their family and then watch their children run families can do all 3 events.
Oh, so they can do both. So they can do the first one at 8 a.m.
At 8 a.m. and we'll have
and then
an
they
area.
can do the one afterwards,
right,
which is the family
with the
run.
family, and
With
then
the whole family.
and then the kids, if they still have any extra energy, because you want to take your children home tired, we know, so they can let them do the dash and get their last bit of energy out before they leave feeling happy. But we will have the pool open after, and the facility will be open for everyone. So if they want to spend some time after, we would like that. We're going to have some other things for the kids to do. We'll have an area where the kids can make arts and crafts and things like that, and where they can be when the parents are doing the 5K. So they're safe and protected. And then we will have... the pool open, and we'll also have keiki IDs happening there and games and different things.
Tell me about that. Is it that IDs it about the ID? I'm not sure.
It IDs the children just to give, and they puts them in the system of the county so that they are.
So it's a photo.
It's a photo. Yeah, it gives their information to the county to make sure that the children are on file and that it's a safety situation.
That's important,
right? And that comes through.
So you're going to have that set up with the photo there
we'll
inside.
We'll have that set up, exactly, so the kids can do that. And
I like that. I don't remember you doing that before. That's a good thing to have.
It maybe is inside, so maybe, but it's there. So we're going to do that again this year, and we're also going to have the fire department there with their big trucks, so the kids can climb around and talk to the firemen, which is always really exciting, and kind of be firsthand right there with the fire trucks and the guys. And I'm
pretty excited about the firemen myself too.
Yeah, I know.
Seth
I
likes
love
the
it.
firemen.
They're our heroes, aren't they? I mean, they really are.
And speaking of heroes, so this is the fun thing
Yes,
this year.
this is the
Very
fun thing.
important. Very good segue. We want everyone, especially the kids, but come on, adults, you guys can do it too. We want you guys to dress like a superhero, or to, just don a mask, put a cape on, whatever you got, and come out and run around like superheroes. So the kids,
but this
especially,
is kind of basic comic book. This is kind of Mattel hero thing.
Whatever,
so any kind of hero you want.
Any kind of hero, we're going to support. Yeah, we'll support whatever costume you put together. But we're all going to kind of try and be in costume,
so you
and
can
just
get your Halloween outfit.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Go dig in the closet, find the Halloween outfit. But I think it'll be fun. Everyone
and you're
running
dress
around.
Up.
I'm dressing up.
And Seth, you're gonna dress too.
I'm definitely gonna dress up.
He already knows
what
he's gonna be. Yeah.
Well, Jody's keeping her identity a secret, but I'm gonna be Thor.
Oh, well,
definitely.
Thor's good. Yeah. Thor's very good.
Thor is arguably the best superhero.
Does it have a cape or anything with it?
No cape, just a hammer. That's it. That's all I need.
Hammer's good.
Yep.
If I had a hammer. No, you need a big hammer, right? You're going to carry a big hammer. And the kids will behave.
That might.
He's
I
not
don't
using
know.
it on the kids.
I'm not going to do that. I think the parents wouldn't like me.
just see the Thor hammer, and you don't have to worry about it. You see it, and it's like, wow, yeah.
And everyone who comes dressed in a superhero costume will get a little, be entered into a raffle. And we'll have some prizes for that. So, it'll be a random drawing. So, just you'll be included in the raffle. And I really would love for people who run the 5K to come in a costume as well. I think that would be so fun.
It would be.
Yeah, you're going super fast anyway.
You might have to adjust the leggings part or something.
You can wear your running shorts, but you put a cape on. Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
That might be a little drag, but it's okay. Yes. It'll be worth it, and you'll feel like a superhero. You might need that extra power to go extra fast, whatever it is.
It might be really very fun to videotape that, the different people running with their superhero costume.
It would be great. I'm really hoping people like to dress up and run.
And the staff obviously is required to be in costume. Right?
We're going to do what we can.
Is Mike going to be in costume?
We're going to see if we can get him in costume.
I wonder what Mike would be in a. Can only imagine, right?
He always goes for Superman, I think.
Oh, that's so basic, but that's okay. Superman's
it's a tried
always,
and true.
It is. It's always tried and true. Right. Nothing wrong with Superman.
No, but yeah. So we're just trying to add some more fun things. A new 5K course, dress like a superhero, and then also the Keiki Dash this year to make it just a little more interesting and to keep it exciting.
So do the kids have to register, or parents probably, have to register? I mean, again, if you're just tuning in, I'm talking to the YMCA about the Healthy Kids Day, Saturday, April 27th. And do you register in advance, or how does that happen?
We would love if you registered in advance. So, yes, register at the YMCA. You can call the YMCA, which is 808 242-9007 if you have any questions.
If you're in the car, and
yes.
a lot of you are, 242-9007, 242-9007,
yeah.
242-9007, or go to the website, which
Maui
is
YMCA.
MauiYMCA.org.
Yes.
Maui YMCA. There's a million YMCAs out there. You want to put Maui YMCA.org.
Right. And so, yes, we would love if you registered ahead of time. We will have day of registration, but you will not be guaranteed a T-shirt, which is going to be also...
Oh, you want a T-shirt.
You want a T-shirt, trust me. They're really fun. Yeah. We've been designing them, so they're really awesome. Fun T-shirts just for the event.
What colors?
You
can't say. Oh my gosh, you're so secretive.
All over. No, but it's it's a really great design. You have to see it to believe how beautiful it is. So, but by April 19th, which is a Friday, the week before, if you could register by April 19th, then you're guaranteed, the goodie bag, the T-shirt, and everything. And of course, everyone will receive a medal. And you'll have a bib number, all those fun things.
All
so
superheroes should have medals, right?
Yes, it's
you
true.
You need a medal.
It's true. At the end of your accomplishment and fighting crime and the race and winning, you'll get a medal. Yes.
And it's a great photo opportunity.
It is. We'll have, of course, we'll have pictures on hand or people taking pictures, and you're welcome to bring your phone as well. And yeah, definitely.
So, in case you were wondering, you've done this before, because I was asking Jody about this, because last year there was a triathlon. It was a lot of fun. In fact, I saw Matthew Thayer went out and took some great pictures and stuff.
Yes.
This year, it's not on this date, just in case you were wondering. I don't want to confuse you, but you may not even know about it, but it used to be on the same day. Now you've moved that to a separate date, so it will be happening in the fall.
Right, stay tuned for that. So right now, just in April, we'll do the Healthy Kids Day, just the 5K and the 1 mile fun run and the Keiki Dash, and then in the fall, stay tuned, listen for the date, and we'll try and maybe be on the air again. We'll see. But we'll do the kids triathlon, which is a great event.
It's fun because they get out and they do the swim in the pool, right? They get them in the pool. Is the pool first? Is the pool last?
The pool's first.
Swim first. Mm-hmm.
Then there's a bicycle.
Yes, through the park. Yes. Mm-hmm. And then a run.
Yeah. And there were kids that really were practicing for that, right? There were kids that were in training for that one, right?
I think Jody already got a couple kids that were like, "Where is the triathlon?" They'd been training for it, and she let them know it's just later in the year. So
they're waiting for it. So we're excited for that, but we're going to focus on this one first, and then we'll get all geared up for that one later on in the year. Definitely.
You know what I love about this is there's so many kids that are kind of quiet and locked into their computers or their phones, and I mean, you see it all the time. They're head down.
It's the new norm,
and they're looking at their computer, their phone.
Yep.
And at the Y, it's like a whole break from that, You see them at camp. You see what happens. There's no way they're going to be playing with their phone. They're in their pool. They're not going to do that. And in the camp, you have really interesting, special. You've expanded the classes and different things for them to do.
They keep the kids really busy, which is great. So the kids can focus on interacting with each other right there in real time versus somewhere out in the digital world. So it's beautiful. It's kind of old school summer camp. It really is really fun. Always activities, art, crafts, movies, swimming, running. They go home tired, which is great.
Even in the past, you had the gardening class.
Yeah, we have a cooking camp, a swimming camp. And there's specialty each year depending on what we can offer.
There's another important thing is that people really may not know about is you work very hard. I have to say kudos to your board of directors. You have an extremely impressive board of directors.
We do, definitely.
And when there's fundraising, you get them very involved in getting out there and raising some big bucks so that you can help the children and families who can't afford to go to camp. Then they can apply, and they can actually apply for free scholarship to be able to go if they can't afford to go to camp.
Right. I think it's really easy to forget. People do forget the YMCA is a nonprofit, and so we don't turn people down. So you want to come join, you want to come to camp. Maybe it's out of your budget. Yes, we have scholarships, and that is why we fundraise, and that is why we have the great board of directors. We're figuring out how to secure funds so that nobody's turned down. I mean, we see, everyone there through the doors. It's not, we don't discriminate. So,
well, not only that, I know a few years back when I had Mike in here, he doesn't come anymore. Where's Mike these days? But tell Mike you got to come in soon. But he works very hard in getting grants so that even the kids from the homeless shelter.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Some of them have never gone to camp before.
No, it's really amazing. It's very special.
Mike is really good at getting grants. He can do some magic with proposal writing and all that. So
which
he's
is
really
key, right?
Definitely.
It is.
I mean, you must see some stories of kids, in there just being able to go to camp, mixing with others, and it's all kind of one family, in the family in the YMCA.
Everybody's accepted. They come in with people welcome them with open arms. So nobody's, looks down on anyone. And that is another thing I love about the Y is that we're just like a judgment-free zone. You come in and it's just you're met with love. And, everybody says hi and is welcoming and means it. It's not shallow or fake. It's really sincere. It is a second family,
Well, I have to say, being I've been going to yoga there for at least 10 years. No, 15 at least. That I love your yoga teachers. You have, I go on to Eleanor on Monday, and she's amazing. Paula on Thursday. She's fantastic. She's been doing it for the 15 years I've been going there.
Yeah.
And you have Andy on Friday, and she's had it. It's amazing because, she was doing yoga up until her last month of pregnancy, and I remember her first child. Now her child is coming to Y classes and yoga classes, and I remember before the kid was born, and she's still doing wonderful yoga classes.
And she's still there. And we have Dornita. We have a ton. Diana, really great instructors.
Good teachers.
That's yoga, and then the other instructors are all amazing.
Yeah.
The spin classes, everything. Our instructors were really fortunate to have solid people who know what they're doing, who have a ton of experience, and give it their all. And they care. They really care. So the classes are good. Yeah.
They really are good. And then you have that whole group that just wants to play racquetball.
Yeah,
that's kind of a club, the racquetball club,
they are
right?
They are their own club. We have 2 racquetball courts that are used, and you reserve a space, and these guys are in there.
They're intense.
They're intense.
They're intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get we get a lot of racquetball players since we have 2 out of 3 on the whole island. So
is that really true?
Yeah. That basically makes us the place for the annual racquetball tournament
Maui.
And just in general playing racquetball.
Those guys take it seriously.
They do.
They don't joke.
It's like, whoa, this is like the it's like you're watching a TV special of the World Roundup of racquetball on Maui. It's like, wow, intense.
It's intense.
It is, and so it's an interesting thing to have all the different types of people. Now a couple of Tai Chi classes, I think, as well.
We do. We have a couple Tai Chi classes, and
No, go ahead, say something.
I was going to say we have a new, actually, how many months ago did we start doing that Tai Chi class? It was in the last few months. We have a really great Tai Chi instructor on Tuesday, Thursdays. His name is Albert, and
he takes
he's
it
great.
seriously too. You can tell he real.
Does.
Yeah.
It's his lifelong passion. So I mean, he comes with so many years experience. Yeah,
and it's a lot of followers. A lot of people do the Tai Chi there.
Yeah. So we have all these little groups, like you said. It's all of different exercise sort of fitness levels and that kind of thing, and it's wonderful. Yeah.
And some of the people, like I know Karen from the Maui News, she comes in and does like the morning workout, and then she comes back and will do a second time workout, and this is while she's working. It's like some of these people just really are, it's their passion. And there's been all these wonderful statistics that have shown how health and exercise absolutely can change your life and help you with diabetes. You were doing some special help with diabetes as well.
We actually do have a diabetes prevention program that is actually, we've gotten grants through Kaiser to help with the startup, and we actually just got a contract through Kaiser Insurance to cover the whole program in full.
Wow, that's fantastic.
So we just provide good education on healthy eating, healthy living, fitness, and we just kind of give that why family feel to our program to give everybody support and accountability that they need.
Diabetes is a huge, huge issue on the island. I mean, there's so many people that are affected by diabetes, and it's heartbreaking to see the toll it can take. And with that help and the support of having a diabetes group there, when is that? Is that once a week, or how do you sign up and get involved in that?
So the diabetes prevention program has ongoing recruitment. We do groups of 10 to 15. So right now I have a new class that I'm recruiting for May 13th is the start date, and I still have plenty of space in it. And we meet either at the Y or at Maui College. If it's a smaller group, then I just meet at the Y in one of the offices. But if it grows to 10 to 15 people, then I go and use a room at Maui College.
So is it a sit-down meeting kind of thing, and then the whole program's laid out, and then you move on from there, or how do you handle that?
It's a classroom-based program, so we have a discussion. Each session has its own curriculum and set things that we talk about. Sometimes it's about how do we read food labels, how do we count how much proteins should I eat to kind of help my risk for diabetes go down, and then also we help give them guidance how you get through like holidays when you're like overeating if you're trying to decide what you need to eat out. So we kind of try and teach you how to cope and deal with a lot of different situations. So we teach a lot of coping skills.
That's so important, and I'm so glad you're doing this because it is so key. It's heartbreaking. I have friends that work here actually that have diabetes, and I see what they try to deal with, and especially like you say, the holidays. It's almost impossible. If we have candy out here, and people bring in the donuts and people bring in the stuff, and it's like, oh my gosh, how do you deal with it? So having a support group is really, really important, and I think that's a wonderful thing. And would they call you, Seth, if they're interested in signing up for the one in May, or how do they do that?
You could call me, and it's so my direct number is actually 419-5996. You can always find me at the Y, but that's my direct line if you ever are interested in talking one-on-one about how we can help you out.
How did you get involved in doing that? Did you get trained to how to coach in diabetes, or how did you end up doing that?
I'm a certified diabetes lifestyle coach, and I have a background in public health. I studied public health at Indiana University, so we went through a lot. I know a lot about physiology and disease prevention, so it's kind of my background of education.
Well, that's very, very important. I guess you were aware, I mean, how big an issue diabetes and kidney disease is here on Maui and throughout the islands, but in this parts of Maui. I think it's like 1 in 10, or is it 1? Do you know what the number is? It's huge numbers of people that can be affected by diabetes.
I think it's not quite. I know for diabetes prevention, people that are at risk. So basically, your A1C, which is your blood sugar score for diagnosing diabetes, 1 in 3 people have a pre-diabetes blood sugar reading.
And the blood sugar reading, what's the cutoff high point of that?
The high point on that is, so if you have an A1C, which stands for hemoglobin A1C, your doctor can answer any of those questions. If the reading is 6.5, that means you're diabetic. And then the pre-diabetes range is 5.7 to 6.4, which indicates you should probably start thinking about some lifestyle changes.
I didn't know it was 1 in 3 were pre.
It is, yep.
It's
pretty high.
I mean, there's two ways I think on that, because I have a friend who says, well, I'm pre-diabetic, and I told her not to freak out because she's a very healthy living person, but she was taking it extremely serious. I'm going to cut out all sugar. I'm going to do this and that. I'm going, well, but, a lot of people are pre-diabetic, right? Yeah. But you want to take it seriously because I guess, and there's a lot of factors where it can turn around and change. And I guess age is one, metabolism and other things can change on you.
There's a lot of factors that lead into causing diabetes, and kind of what you mentioned right there. In our class, we help educate and separate the myth from fact. A lot of people think, oh, I'm at risk for diabetes, I should cut down my sugars.
Right.
But in reality, what causes diabetes is a buildup of fat in the blood. So a diet high in saturated fat is actually more likely to lead to diabetes than a diet high in sugar. And that's...
Really?
Yes.
Now, I did not know that. Because I have friends that say, I'm going to cut back on my sugar, and they always fail because it's almost impossible to cut out sugar. I really have a friend who said she's going to cut out all sugar, and I said, oh, good luck, I mean, it's like it's like, how do you cut out all sugar? It's so hard,
Now,
but I mean, she was literally going to go on a fast because she just, was going to cut out all sugar, and then found out the stuff on the fast juices were actually very high in sugar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So eating too much sugar is never a good thing, but it's always interesting to people to find out that the high fat, high saturated fat diet is actually what leads to diabetes.
And what has the high fat?
So like a lot, you want to limit your red meats, your butters, anything that's like high in saturated fat.
Oh, okay. Meat. I wouldn't have guessed meat. I would have thought that's protein. I wouldn't have guessed that would be something you'd because that keto diet, everyone starts eating more meat, right, and stuff. I mean, it's supposed to be protein, but a lot of people go real heavy duty on the meat, and that might not necessarily be good then.
So keto, it's high fat, high protein, which you will see rapid weight loss, and as you basically when you cut out sugar, now your body is going to rely on fat metabolism, which is referred to as ketone bodies, which is where the name keto comes from.
Uh-huh.
So it will cause you to lose weight, but that's why diets usually have a specific purpose. Where maybe those people are trying to cut down body fat and get super fit, but if you're trying to watch out for diabetes, that might not be the way you want to eat.
Wow, that to me is amazing. I think we have. Is that the circus people out there? I think the circus people are out there. We're going to have them come in.
Stop talking about being so healthy.
No,
I'll stay put because I'm part of the circus as well. So
Seth does
you're not part of the circus, do you? Seriously?
Oh yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
He wants to be part of the circus.
It's just like, does he do that too? You never know on Maui, right?
It's true.
It's like you could be on the weekends. You do the circus things and acrobatics. Who knows? But no, I've learned a lot just talking to you because I really, and I talked to the Kidney Foundation. I know this year that the Kidney Decline Day is going to be in June. But I mean, as much as I do that, and I know 1 in 7 people have kidney disease and Maui, and of course some of that's diabetic, but some are not diabetics. But it's 1 in 7.
Wow.
And the sad part about kidney disease is you don't really know you have it a lot of times because the symptoms aren't screaming at you a lot of times.
Yeah, definitely. Same thing with diabetes.
Is it the same thing with diabetes?
Well, since our program is geared toward prevention, so it's different than if you're actually a diagnosed diabetic, but
or pre.
A lot of the diseases like kidney disease and then prediabetes. I mean, prediabetes is definitely symptom-free most of the time, but once you have full-blown diabetes, you'll start noticing the common symptoms.
What are the symptoms that you might have diabetes?
It's usually going to be more to have diabetes or prediabetes.
Let's go pre-diabetic.
Oh, so prediabetes.
That's 1 in 3 people, yeah.
A lot of it might not be symptoms you'll notice. It would be more when you go with your physician. You might keep seeing your weight gain go up. You might see your blood sugars going up. So really that A1C score, the fasting glucose score is on the rise. It's not necessarily something you'll even notice or feel. It's just why people should keep up on visiting their doctor and getting screenings and all that done. You
should get blood tests, and you need to ask for that particular test and blood test as well, right?
In a typical blood panel, they will have the A1C score, which is your average blood sugar that your cells hold on to. That's usually a typical test that's done, but you can always ask your doctor directly that you're interested in seeing that number.
And once you're into diabetes, there's a whole bunch of other symptoms you get.
Yes, diabetes, actual diabetes symptoms are increased thirst, increased urination, all those those are the telltale signs, basically.
You want to do what you can to be preventative before you get there full blown.
And there is like a turning point. I mean, some turning point. Oh, yeah, they can come on in. There's a turning point that can happen, where it goes from pre to the other that you need to get before, right? You can
get your blood sugars back to normal when you're in that pre-diabetes range.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thank you, Seth. I mean, I learned a lot from you. And thank you, Jody, for coming in. And
of course.
The Maui Family YMCA Healthy Kids Day, Saturday, April 27th. And you can call or go to the Maui. It's the Maui Family.
No, MauiYMCA.org.
MauiYMCA.org or
Yes.
call.
Yes, 808-242-9007.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming.
for having
Thank you.
us. Yeah.